And a very good welcome to you. Mr. Perry here. We will be doing a reading today on how the Supreme Court works. And Mr. S would like to see how much you take away here. So get a piece of paper and a pencil, and let's begin. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the country. It's located in Washington, D.C., head of the judicial branch of the federal government. It's responsible for deciding whether laws violate the Constitution. It's in session from early October until late June or early July. Well, just how a case gets to the Supreme Court. Well, most cases reach the court on appeal. An appeal is a request for a higher court to reverse the decision of a lower court. Most appeals come from federal courts. They come from state courts if a case deals with federal law. Rarely, the court hears a new case, such as one between states. As we can see here, a case starts in the state trial court, moves on to the state court of appeals, onward to the state Supreme Court, and then possibly on to the Supreme Court. And in the federal court, there's a federal trial court. The case moves on to the U.S. Court of Appeals, and then potentially on to the Supreme Court. Dissatisfied parties petition the court for review. Parties may appeal their case to the Supreme Court, petitioning the court to review the decision of the lower court. Number 2, justices study documents. The justices examine the petition and supporting materials. So if you go to court and you're not satisfied with the decision of the court, what it says here is parties may appeal their case to the Supreme Court. Justices vote. 4 justices must vote in favor for a case to be granted review. Well, what happens once a case is selected for review? Well, number 1, parties make arguments. The justices review the briefs, those are the written arguments, and hear oral arguments. In oral arguments, each side usually has 30 minutes to present its case. The justices typically ask many questions during this time. Number 2, the justices write opinions. The justices vote on the case and write their opinion. The majority opinion shared by more than half of the justices becomes the court's decision. Justices who disagree with the majority opinion write dissenting or minority opinions. The court issues its decision. Justices may change their vote after reading first drafts of the opinions. Once the opinions are completed and all of the justices have cast a final vote, the court hands down its decision. All cases are heard and decided before summer recess. It can take up to 9 months to announce a decision. Now, every year, the court receives 7,000 to 8,000 requests for review and grants 70 to 80 for oral argument. Other requests are granted and decided without argument. About the justices, there are 9 justices, a chief justice who sits in the middle and is the head of the judicial branch, and there are 8 associate justices. When a new justice is needed, the president nominates a candidate, usually a federal judge, and the Senate votes to confirm the nominee. The court can continue deciding cases with less than 9 justices, but if there is a tie, the lower court's decision stands. Justices are appointed for life, though they may resign or retire. They serve an average of 16 years. And there you have it. Hope you got good notes, and hope you can turn that into some great grades. Hit it and quit it.